this one's pretty simple. There's a little tree over here. This side. And this is just black gesso, so this one actually uses black and gray on it. Trees for now, little trees. This one goes all the way up the side. And you're supposed to use a sponge for this, but I don't have a sponge. I use paper towel. Works pretty much the same. Actually going to layer in the ground first. Where the stuff's going to be, and I'll tack on top to make it look like a ocean. Towel's pretty much smooth. Only drawback to using paper towels is that they go away. Not as good anymore. More years. There we go. This is a bit better. Some more gesso here. I just use old jars of stuff. So this is from a store called Candy Pop. I think I mentioned them in the last one, but they sell candy from all over the world. And all over the world here is the U.S. actually, so there's some U.S. candies. Okay, something like that. This comes down here. Just I believe it's like that. A little bit more of this. This part I believe is all dark here. So I'll just go ahead. Fill that in. It's like a little triangle. Looking at the book correctly. Dark area over here. Need some more of this. Yeah. That'll be something like this. A bit of a triangle. Down that way. Comes back. And the bottom, I believe, is all blacked in, so if I had a foam brush somewhere, I would use that, but I don't, so I'm just using this. Bunch this together again. It fell apart. We're on the edge of this one, so I'll grab another one. I have a few of them. I just reuse the ones that I wrap my brushes in. They're pretty good. Don't waste anything. Yeah. That's good. coverage down here, really. More gesso. Should be it. Probably a little bit more for the next part, but not so much. That's good. Push it in a little bit. There, just make sure we get that triangle in there. It's going to go this way and then back down. And up here, I might block this in just a smidge more. Like that. Okay. I think that is probably good. This part. Now, we'll do a little bit more interesting part. So I'm going to put some gray in here. And I have gray and black gesso in the bottom of this jar. And this is a regular, what's it called? Filbert brush. And one side's black, one side's gray. And then we're going to start doing something like this. We're going to start throwing little pebbles here. Gotta make sure you have gray on the end of it, otherwise it doesn't highlight. So good. We're gonna throw these in all along this area. And when we're done, this will look like rocks underneath the water. That's all we're trying to do here. Prep work for the next part. We're trying to make a little bit of a triangle there. Just make sure we get all this in. And you can do, tons of these as you want. But you gotta make sure when you're done with this, as soon as you're done, clean the brush. If you don't clean the brush, what you end up with is an unusable brush. So that's about it for this. Try to layer it in here and there. But that's about it. If you have a brand new brush, those are the best ones to use for this because they hold the shape better. This is a bit of an old brush because I didn't want to ruin it if I messed it up. Okay. I think that's all we need here. Maybe some more over here. Yeah, that's probably good. So, check the shape. Yeah, I could use some more over there on the right. Just needs to be a bit of a triangle. That's all we're going to want. That's good. I'll stop there. It's a very short video, but The next one will actually paint on top of this. And it will be quite nice. Actually, the thing I do, since I have this still, here's your margin already, but I noticed I didn't quite go as far up here as I wanted to, so I'll push in just a bit more of this dark color here. Just give it a more interesting effect. All these will show through at the end. All right. And also where our foliage is. So I'll start over here because that's where my big section tree is. And I'll just work around. And this spot here is where sunshine's going to be. So I'm going to leave that open. Just remember it's there. Some more Prussian blue down here. This side. This is where you're going to use the most paint, pretty much. Down this tree. I always like leaving some spots. I don't know if you can see that, but there's little holes in the foliage, and that just helps me know where I've actually put the paint, because I have a very, very hard time seeing where I've applied it already. But I leave the little spaces so that I can see that the color's changed. Back up around. A little bit. It's okay if we go fully over it because there's another step that I'll get to make it back and forth and all the brush strokes. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take some black, put that in with the Prussian blue. It's going to be like a very dark blue color. I'll put that in the trees and in the corners. The trees will be very dark. Corners. This will be very dark. And this will push back the bright white color that we're going to throw in there. Perhaps more of that. Put that down here at the bottoms. I'm going to strain a little bit. It's okay. Put that mixed in. Black, a little bit more of the blue. String that here. Trees. Like so. I'll put some more behind here too. Something like that. So now we've got the back area, got the trees, that black. Let's grab another brush because we need a light color here. This is a clean. Make sure it's clean. So we're going to grab some titanium white here on this brush. Titanium white. And I don't know if we need phthalo blue. Do we need phthalo blue? No, this is just titanium white. Okay. Tapping that out on this brush. Hair here. Always these little hairs. Okay. I'm going to take this. We're going to put it right in the middle here. Yeah. Grab some more. Crisscross strokes out of that area. Take some of this off. I think I got a little bit too much in there. I can only tell that because I can see it going crazy with the trees. Take a little white off. And then just blend it back up. I want it to look kind of like a haze around these trees. Similar to the last painting we did with the storm coming in. It'll be kind of the same. So let's do, now we've done that. We're going to throw in these background trees, which are kind of the same color, but a little bit more blue. So there's some phthalo blue. I'll probably need to get some more white here, but these are our background trees. All right, so I see we have some bit of a tree here. Brush is not the best for this. This brush is very puffy, which is not really what you want when you're doing this, but it'll do. You just have to make sure the branches kind of angle down. So that's kind of what they're not doing up there. So it's something I gotta correct, but that's fine. And here. Blue. It's not really showing up that well. These are very far away trees. Also, this titanium white is very thick, which makes it hard to do this too. Okay. And I'll do a little bit over here on this right side. See too much of it. Maybe you can see some, I'm not sure. They're just little tiny trees, and they'll be kind of covered up here. Just putting in some shapes. Okay. We've done the little background trees. I was supposed to add liquid white. That was the problem. I was like, why isn't this sticking? That's why. Okay. Easy fix though. So get the liquid white open. Oh, you could hear the hiss when I got it open. Let's add some of that in and see if that helps at all. Just lay down here. A little bit. I think it's mostly just this brush is not smooshed enough. Yeah, that's fine. We really don't need to do too much with these background trees because they'll get covered up. Just wipe this brush off real quick. Okay. Take this down. We need a fan brush, number 6. And we need a mixture of dark sienna, antique brown, number 6 fan brush here. Now we're going to throw in some big trees. These will be mostly invisible, but they'll show up later once we add the front to them. Put one here too. Put one on the left side, but just a little here. There we go. So we've done a little bit of the trees, we've done a little bit of the fan brush. And I need some white on this. Yes. This color. And run that down the side of the tree. Same thing here. Same thing here. And these little ones here. And you might be able to see them a little bit better when they stick out just a little bit. So we've got that. We are going to make another layer of trees. This is what I was thinking with this brush. These brushes aren't so good because they're kind of puffy. Oh. I need some cad yellow, some sap green, midnight black. Mix these up. What colors do I need here? I don't think I need any white in that. Oh, some brushing. Actually a dark green color. Which like this. So this is all those colors that I mentioned mixed together. Cad yellow, sap green, midnight black, Prussian blue. They're all mixed up there, all together. Gold. Pow. Take this brush that has the Prussian blue and midnight black already in it. I'm gonna smack it in here. Down. And I'm gonna push in just a little bit. I'm gonna push in. Push in. This brush is very puffy, but that's okay. Push in. Something like this. Okay. Now we're gonna do these background highlights here. Basically overlapping the other highlight that we did. Just going over it here and there, like so. Layered in wherever these big areas of bushes are. The black areas. Should just kind of overlay those a bit. Do the same thing down here in this area. Just kind of work it into this area here, back into the stream here. I'm not going to try to cover up all the stream either. Just keep adding layers here. I think we're on the next page now too. Yes. Also add more yellows to this if you want, but yellow. At least not this face. I like this side. This side's looking pretty good. This side here is a little, it's okay. Leave that where it is for now, because we got to do the actual stream. I might come back and touch some of these branches up with a little bit of yellow, more yellow if we have some. For now, we're going to leave it alone, and we'll come back. So next thing we need is another fan brush, some yellow, or no, not yellow, but liquid white, and that blue color, a little bit of that blue that we had up there in the sky, those background trees or leaves here. So I'm going to do a little bit of this stream. So I'm coming, got a little stream here. Make the stream overlap these rocks a bit. And we're going to make them come down a little bit more here. Just over the rocks. Back and forth, and that makes it look like it's level, kind of moving a little bit. Can do the same thing here, more of that swoosh. There's a bigger one here, I don't know. Something like that. there's any area that you don't really like, you can cover it up with rocks here later. So it don't matter. Maybe this one go even further. You can smash in some little bubbles here and there. Especially where you think there might be more waves. Something like that. And just kind of move it back and forth. Some waves on here, waves on there. Lots of rocks here and there, so it's just splashing all over. There you go. There's a stream. That's all it took for a little stream. So now we've got the stream bed. We can add in some rocks, I believe I want to add. Yes. I'm going to add the rocks with the filbert brush. I have a filbert brush here. I'll take, what's the mixture? It's usually Van Dyke Brown and dark sienna. Yeah, so it's Van Dyke Brown. So I'm doing this Van Dyke Brown, dark sienna. Van Dyke Brown, dark sienna. And then this other side, I'm going to touch it with liquid light like that. I'm going to pull it through the dark sienna. So my brush kind of looks like this. It's got two sides. One's a little bit lighter than the other one. I can keep adding more in if I want it to be more drastic. That's all we want, two different shades. And then in spots like here, go right and then go left. Right there, same thing. Right and then left. Left and then right. So just little tiny rocks here. Tiny rocks on the bed. Can also add some of this color. That might look interesting. Big rock here, maybe. Bigger rock. Even bigger rock back here. Even add some black to make it more drastic for the bigger ones at the bottom. Like over here where I've already got these stones. There's big old rocks. Big old rocks here sitting on the shore. Maybe some sitting in the water too, that's fine. Put it in here. Basically wherever I've got an area that is a bit heavy looking. Oh, I did it upside down. That's nice, it happens. Maybe my swoosh is a little too drastic, so I'll try and tone it back a bit. Especially maybe down here. You can go crazy with these stones, you know. There's nothing really to stop me from going crazy when you're painting, so. Might as well. And all these, again, you can cover them up later. So it's just for decoration. That's probably good enough. I have to cover up the whole thing, just around the edges. That's what I'm trying to do. Get a nice container. Contain the river. Okay, that's probably good enough for these pebbles. So, pebbles. Got some land in there. Go back and add some more land. That could be useful. So, I'll take that same green color. And I will add in some touch of yellow. A little bit brighter. A little bit brighter here and there on this area. Just go in between these rocks, these trees, but don't cover up all the stones and things, the gesso. You need the gesso for this to really work, otherwise it's just going to look a little funny. Grab some more. I'll actually do up here too. If I can get it in, it's going to be a little tricky. Like so. And then I'll tap in the very corner of this brush on both sides. And then I'll actually add in a little bit of highlight on top here. Just brighten it up just a smidge. He's a little too dark, I don't know. Just lighten him up some. Like that. Back there. Make sure we're not going too crazy. Okay. So, with the brush, tap down where it's cut in front of the stream. Yes, yes. Can you have more rocks in the foreground? Yes. I guess now we're on the big tree. So, you know kind of where we're going. We're going to make a big old tree. And this is the real bravery test here. Right in the middle of our stream. The real bravery test there. That was tricky. But it kind of worked out. Putting in a base color here. Just make them go all the way to the bottom. Like that. And then I'll add in some trees, branches around the edge. Let's see what I can do with this first. Also use a script liner, but I feel like I use a script liner all the time for the branches. Sometimes it's good to practice with something different. Just tapping the edge of the fan brush here. Just along the edges. And I'll also, we're going to highlight this tree and do all kinds of fun stuff with it. So. But first I'm just going to put these branches on him. Something like so, here and there. Where it works. And then we'll come and highlight it after. There. You can give them some friends too. We'll do that later. Okay, here's our tree base. Now, in the book, it says do this with the palette knife. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Just so we're kind of on track here. So just sienna. This is browns basically and the white here. A little more of the color. Something like this. Left to right here. Try and get as much on there as you can. Across the tree. All the way to the top. Like so. And if you have any low-hanging branches, make sure you get those too. Actually, add in a bit more of the white here. Just touching up around the spot where the light is brightest up here in the top. And down here just a little bit. Blowing up, as usual. Complaining about things. There. Okay. Kind of like that tree. I can always do more details on the branches. To do that, I want the script liner here. Tripped on the floor. Too dark there, or too light. I'm just going to add in some branches, top of the tree. So it looks a little bit more full. It's just a little raggedy there. Just clean up some of these areas just a little bit. Maybe it goes all the way here. It's very bright in the middle, so we don't want it to be too crazy. There. There's our big tree. So we got all those. One thing left that I wanted to really do is kind of take in these other yellow colors. So on the 1-inch brush with the green mixture that we had going there. I just wanted to add in a bit of different colors here and there. And things out here. Just around this tree so it looks a little bit more like it's stuck back in there. I'll add in some dark so I'll push it back even more. There we go. I just didn't like how it was all the way at the bottom. Anything else we need to do on this? You could highlight everything more, but do we want to do that is the question. I don't really want to do that so much. This painting, but can do whatever. It's not. It's always. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. I want to scrape in some sticks and twigs because it's looking all bare in spots here. So go ahead and do that too. Oh, where do we want them? Definitely want some here. There. Maybe something there. Can't really see it there. Too much gesso on, maybe. You can see there, it scrapes it all off. That looks funny. It happens. Yeah, over here I can't scrape it off, but over here I can. So now I got like a little white streak of stuff. Just throw stuff in here and there. I think that's pretty good. Okay. So we'll just go ahead and sign it. This is Moonlit Serenade. I guess there's a moon in there. So. Could always done the moon with the pointer finger. Finger point. Okay. There's a painting. It's a little tricky. These ones are all kind of different, so hopefully you liked it.